Last month we kicked off the year with the arrival of some major titles coming to PC for the first time. This month takes a different direction as we have a whole bunch of new IPs, a couple of sequels, and plenty of adventure you could shake a staff at. Whether you're ready to hone your combat skills, a bit of magic, with some battles that will take place on horseback, or if a party-based tale takes your fancy, we've got you covered. Without further ado, let's get into a very exciting month of February for RPGs. Honorable mention, Guild Wars 2, End of Dragons. The third expansion to come to Guild Wars 2 End of Dragons takes our honorable mention this month. The MMORPG with fast-paced action combat dives into the current dragon cycle that has plagued Tyria, now beginning to unravel. Take on 9 new elite specs to choose from as you return to the mysterious region of Cantha, home to the Dragon Jade. Be ready to engage in a new kind of combat with siege turtles, able to carry 2 riders, one to operate the weapons and the other to direct the turtle. Also in this expansion, take on fishing upon your own skiff to whip up local cuisine with what you've caught. Head into strike missions, 10-player instances to lead your fearsome squad into battle and gain rewards worth the plunder. A new set of 3rd gen legendary weapons and precursors will be at your avail. Guild Wars 2 End of Dragons sets to release in late February 2022 on PC. At number 5, The Waylanders. Finally unleashing from early access is the Celtic and medieval-inspired RPG The Waylanders, a party-based game that follows a narrative about culture and roots. A tale that spans over a time frame of 1,000 years, jumping forward in time to the Middle Ages, showing the outcome of your actions, but also time travels back. Players take on an adventure comprised of 6 base classes as they explore a Celtic Spanish wilderness filled with warring factions, monsters, and magic corruptions. Build alliances, even pursue romantic entanglements, and follow a story of a cultural shift and conflict. This party-based game features real-time combat with a tactical pause option for players to have control over offensive formations. This allows for a deeper combat experience as formations allow for players to round up other party members to perform specific class-based moves against enemies. The title has 6 basic classes, a choice of 30 advanced classes, and 9 companion characters to choose from, with the option for romance. This gives plenty of flexibility in terms of RPG playstyles and character creation. The Waylanders will leave early access on Steam and GOG on February 2nd. At number 4, Dying Light 2 Stay Human. The sequel to Dying Light, Dying Light 2 Stay Human, a survival horror action RPG, follows a post-apocalyptic zombie-filled world, but 20 years later after the first game. Fighting the virus has not fared well, with the city now being one of the last human settlements on the brink of collapse. This time you can team up with up to 4 players in co-op to kick some zombie butt. Dying Light 2 sets to give players a large skill tree of skills, letting players invest into a number of acrobatic and combat abilities. Parkour zombie kills anyone. Weapons include a range of melee options with a weapon degradation system and makeshift ranged weapons. It's not just the combat that you can engage in as a group. Players can experience story and side quests together with the option to vote on choices to be made. The host will have the final say though. Dying Light 2 Stay Human releases on February 4th on PC, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S. The Switch Cloud version has now been delayed to sometime in 2022. At number 3, Lost Ark. Lost Ark is set in a world where scattered pieces of a once whole Ark are hidden in the lands of Arkesia. Demons portaled between the worlds of Arkesia and Petronia, causing chaos and despair. Only with the Ark could Arkesia escape, but Demon Lord Kazaros plans to once again invade. To stop his evil plans, players will take up the role of heroes to defend the lands. This new MMO action RPG title sets to combine a number of genres in Lost Ark. The free-to-play title is a combination of action RPGs such as Diablo, but with a more mass multiplayer experience. It has dungeons, raids, and world bosses, which can also be taken on with other players. Explore the world through the sailing system to reach other continents. Players can pick up a range of classes including warrior, mage, assassin, martial artist, and gunner, having 15 classes total, including advanced classes. There are also PvP modes such as duels, and after level 26, you can access Terra Castle, which opens up more PvP modes. Players can take on Team Deathmatch, and Team Elimination for competitive PvP modes. Lost Ark releases on PC via Steam on February 11th, 2022, with founders gaining early access 3 days early. Be sure to head to our Lost Ark wiki for all the latest info and guides. At number 2, Horizon Forbidden West. The sequel to Horizon Zero Dawn, Horizon Forbidden West is heading, well, west into lands less known. In this entry, Aloy returns now venturing into areas where new tribes and machines exist. Also, there are new threats to be wary of, such as the Red Blight, which has taken over the Forbidden West. This installment of Horizon sets to bring brand new mechanics to help you explore. Dubbed an action RPG with probably more emphasis on the action, Aloy will be gaining some new features such as new ways to traverse the world, including free climbing, swimming, melee weapons, upgrades, as well as having to face new machine enemies. Players will also have access to a workbench to upgrade weapons and outfits. Expect a new skill tree with plenty of unlockable perks. A new melee feature for her spear includes a Resonator Blaster and Valor Surge, designed for those who prefer a melee approach but with some added perks. PlayStation 5 owners will also gain the added feature of haptic feedback, which utilizes the DualSense wireless controller features. The adapted triggers will complement trigger tension when Aloy draws her bow. Horizon Forbidden West will release on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 on February 18th, 2022. At number 1, Elden Ring. The one we've all been waiting for oh so long. Taking our top spot this month is none other than the collaboration between fantasy writer George R.R. Martin, known for A Song of Fire and Ice, and Souls franchise creator From Software, Elden Ring. Feels strange to be uttering the words it's releasing this month, but it is indeed, being one of the most highly anticipated games releasing this year. Elden Ring invites players into a world, one that includes mounted combat upon spirit steeds, spirit summons, and a narrative about the lands between, in an open world setting. Team up with friends through multiplayer to defeat new deadly bosses, or go alone to die, and once again die again to the horrific enemies that lie in wait, such as the flying dragon Akil. Elden Ring has quite the range of magic with incantations and sorceries to wield, but melee players will not be disappointed as there is plenty of choice from whips to great axes. Having spent 70 hours in the network test, we can attest all classes are very distinct, with one of the biggest changes compared to Souls games being the ability to change skills on your weapons, allowing for a much more customizable approach. Be prepared to feast your eyes on Elden Ring, releasing on February 25th for PC, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Drop by our Elden Ring wiki for all the latest info. Did I miss your favourite February release? What games are you looking most forward to this year? Let us know in the comments below.